Footlick MD, Danny Boy here, and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2 on the UK map. We're back at the NIMBY Rails map because it's time to hit up some passenger trains. There is a new line. You probably won't be able to see it sort of buried in here, but we've added a few new services. So we've got Gloucester to Swindon, which is our first Great Western Railways train. It goes from Swindon, Kemble, Stroud, Stonehouse up to Gloucester. Now there is a train that leaves London Paddington. It comes along past Reading, Swindon, and then off to Bristol. We've not made that line yet. We're going to do that in the next episode. So we'll do London Paddington to Bristol, and then we're going to do the Great Western route that goes off to Swansea. We'll get that done as well. So our first Great Western Railways is in. Going to add Swindon to the Transport Fever 2 map. There is also on the schedule a train from Gloucester that heads down the river bank here and then goes to Newport and then down to Cardiff. So I've added that in as well, and we can add that in to the Transport Fever 2 map. That's no issue. We don't have Newport, and I think it does stop at like Chepstow and Caldecott and some of these other places, but I could not actually find the route. I just seen on the schedule that there was a Gloucester to Cardiff cross-country train. So this will be a cross-country train, maybe something like a Turbo Star running back and forth between Gloucester. That's going to be fine. And then we'll go down to Reading. So Reading has got Transport for London running along the north side here. Now this goes to London Paddington, which is down here. So that one's on the north, and then we've got South Western, which runs to the south and then heads into London Waterloo, which is right over here. Now we don't have Waterloo Station, but we are going to add another station in London for heading out this way. It may act as, well, we'll add one that will be Paddington, but we'll probably take the Waterloo line from the southern station where the Eurostar runs out of on the map, but I will show you guys once we get to it. So we've got our South Western Transport for London there, our first Great Western Railways, and we need to do a cross-country service from Gloucester to Cardiff. Now, I did think that Reading was maybe a bit far north, but when studying the Great Western Railways Paddington to Bristol Temple Meads, it does actually head up here and then it comes round. You can actually see the line is quite prominent there. It comes through here and then it goes along through the countryside and then joins up to this line here. So we'll get that built in at some point. I am slightly confused as to where the one that goes to Swansea. I don't know where this crosses the river, or if it goes maybe up here and then round. It possibly might. I do not know. I didn't see any particular area for trains to sort of branch off and or cross over here, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So we're going to be doing that line next anyway, so we'll be able to look for it. And that will sort of wrap up the sort of transport for Wales, and it'll wrap up most of this area, probably Gloucester. We'll have a look at Oxford as well, Luton. We've not really touched Luton yet, but we could possibly do that as well. And then we'll be heading over to the east, and we'll get Ipswich and Colchester, Norwich, etc. sort of done as well. And then we'll be on the southernmost line. So there's not actually really that much to do. Everything Gala Shields, and there's not really much in the middle here. It's a nice open space of the map up here where there are no trains, over here in Wales as well. So we'll do that. We'll jump over to the Transport Fever 2 map now. So here we are on the Transport Fever 2 map. We're actually down at Milford Haven because this is where we ended the last episode, the drive-by episode, and the Direct Rail Services Transport for Wales number is just taken off. So long, my friend. Right, wait, get rid of this absolute nonsense. Go away, go away, go away, go away. City names only, please. I would love if it would save the settings. You know, you save a game before you close it, and then when you reopen it again, all this sort of noise is back. It's kind of weird. But yes, Cardiff. We need a train that goes out to Cardiff and then goes to Gloucester. Is this possible? It absolutely is. We could just pull one off of here. Yes, pull one off of there and what? I don't know. Yeah, pull one off here. And then have it fold into here. We're probably going to have one train just sort of running back and forth. It's not a particularly long journey. But one of the things I want to check, right? Bristol is here, right? We've got this large open space right here. So I think Swindon should actually go in around about here. I think that's a nice place for it. Maybe about here. See what it does when it builds out. Saffron Walden. It is not. It is Swindon. There we go. Very nice. Now our train from Gloucester to Swindon could sort of come round this way and then go down and then round and up to Reading. Yes, it could. That is not a problem. We're kind of close to Southampton, but it's okay. And then it can sort of head off to Bristol Temple Meads as well later when we come to do that actual line. So that is not an issue. We can get our Reading to London sort of line in. So we've got the station here, which would probably be, I think this would possibly be London Paddington, and I think we could have the Southwest train sort of come along, maybe bridge over this and then join on to this section of track here and go in here, and we could just say this is London Waterloo / London St Pancras / Liverpool Street / whatever we've decided or went with. I would like to maybe fold some more of these tracks out to here. I think I possibly can. I think I can find a way to do that. Hello, Emirates. So let's do the one to Cardiff first, right? So I think we might make this or this here possibly the Great Western train. Do I want to make that a Great Western train? We already have stuff going out this way. Right, what we'll do is we'll have it come from here and then go out on there. Perfect. Okay, buildings, train tracks. We want 125. Right, we want 125 without. Okay, maybe pull it back a section as well. Pull it back to say, I don't know, after this bridge. Is this with or without? Yeah, it's without the catenary poles, which is nice, a nice little feature. And then go, well, there's a diesel going on here, but we'll have this. Whoops-a-daisy. Well, actually, that might be fine. So that goes onto there. I like it. You don't need to go as far as that. In fact, you need to go down to about here, and then we'll squeeze you into there. Excellent. Right, so that station there, that line there is connected up, which is nice. And we're probably going to have our Great Western Railways train. Maybe put a small platform in here and then take it round and then go into Swindon. I don't know if I wanted to sort of come through this valley here and sort of come back the way. That's going to be slightly weird, but I think I would like the actual passenger station for Swindon to be at this southern side. Maybe delete that. In fact, do I want the southern side or the northern side? Where do you want it? Where do you want the train to go? Yeah, I'm going to have it go around this way and then come around the back Swindon and go in here. Yeah. Okay, so that is sorted. Now we need to get some signals on here, and then we need to build the line for the cross-country service that goes to Cardiff. I've not used these little small ones. Some of them do come with poles. Obviously not that one. Ah, there we go, look. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so we can only get that on one side though. Is that an issue? Yeah, I can't place it at the other side. Okay. D, double-headed. See, you'll go at that side, but you don't have... I think that's for gantries. Possibly. We want these ones then. Yeah. We want to stop you coming out there. We want to stop that there. We'll have that there. And that there. We'll stop this train here. Again, we're going to be stopping these trains. And this is already quite a busy section of the line. And then the signalling down here should all be sort of done and dusted. Yeah, all these trains are stopping over here. So that is fine. And then we can continue on to Cardiff. So that is all good, in a sense. So let's add a new line. Let's go there. Yep. Let's go all the way down here. Do we have a spare platform here? Probably not. But it's okay. It doesn't really matter which side it goes into. In fact, send it in on one. Cardiff on one, please. Okay, let's have a look at the line. Select the line individually. It's going along. It's coming out here, going along there, and we are all good. Okay, so this is cross-country. Cross-country Cardiff card to Gloucester. We'll just say glow, right? Glow is fine. Paint you as red. And now I can either, yeah, I'm going to launch the train from here. That's a smart idea. Buildings. Yes. You. Yes. Spin you round. Excellent. Loving it. Right. Gloucester train station. What do we want for this? I would kind of like to go, oh, these are multiple units, please. Right, is there a cross-country variant in a sort of newer 156? Unbranded. East Midlands Trains, Northern. So that's a negative. 158. Southwestern Railway. We're going to be using that today. Happy days. No. There ain't really anything. I think there is a 150. Cross-country. There's one there, look. 150-2. Is there possibly a longer variant of this? We could just add two together. Do I want a Class 150? Class 150 is old. I've not really used any. Add. And add. Capacity of 124. Buy it. Okay. It's a thing. I was going to use a Turbo Star. But we'll go with this. Change it up. So this is cross-country card, so it'll be up at the top. Cardiff to Gloucester. Alright, we'll let that roll out into the ether. Don't know why I clicked 3 times speed. The 3 times speed on my game no longer works. To start with, I thought it was just me, but it turns out a lot of people also have this issue. So that's fine. Okay, so there's the sort of double unit. I mean, maybe, right? I mean, there's no like door or anything. They're obviously made to join together at the driver's side. You got a driver on each side? No. But you're going to head out. So this line is done and dusted. Magical. Right, so we'll wait for that train to leave actually, because when you configure stations, the game gets upset if there is a train in the station. It will come back with some nonsense saying that I'm lost. I don't know what to do with my life. Please help me. And then once you sort of flip it back and forth, flip its direction back the way, then flip it back again, it then goes off and does what it is actually supposed to do. Right, are you taking a billion years to figure out what is going on? That's nice. I need you to get out of the station, because lo and behold, I would imagine as soon as this leaves, another trains are going to come in. I think it's safe once it passes this signal here. Right, we are going to assume that it is safe now. Alright, configure. So we just want tracks, right? Tracks, yes. I'm going to make this next train a diesel, so I do not need... I only need standard diesel tracks. There we go. One. There's a red line here. I was not sure why there was a red line here. Is that going to be long enough? Is it going to be long enough? How long do you want your train to sort of be? For the train I'm going to put on here, it should be fine. Because I already have in mind a train for the job. Now, this is probably catenaried. Yes, it is. I'm actually going to No, leave it as catenaried. Because you never know. 75, catenary, yes. Pop you onto there. Look at that. Sweet. Am I going to uncatenary? Yes. Yes, I am. Because it's going to be the only thing using this. 1, 2, 4, catenary, no. Oh, it's trying to do this line here. A line that I'm unsure, but I think there is an electric train on there somewhere. See, I don't know if this is affecting this train. This line here, which may or may not need... I need to see inside that tunnel. I guess if we go catenary, yes, right? Oh, we need to match the actual rail. There we go, blue. I think it is done here. In fact, we can do that, right? So that sorts any kind of issue that we might have in the old futures. Right, take that off. Right, I wanted it to go along here and then spin round this way. So, what is going to be the best way to do this? We're going to get a tunnel. This is near certain. It is going uphill. That's fine. Go flat. That's interesting. Maybe go down. Right, now we're getting a tunnel. Pull this back, right, to here. Spin this round. Then go down. Yeah, go down again. Yeah. Okay, and then you are going to go through the trees here. And then we are going to head down this way. Keep it on the flat. You're going to go round. Does this need to go up? No, it doesn't. Okay, tunnel is fine here, actually. Alright, so I'm going to tunnel it out to about there. And then we're going to build a station in here, and then I'm going to swing it around. So, go with a bit of road first. A bit of that. Connect that up to there. There's lots of room for a bus station there. Fortunately for Swindon, it is a town that is built quite nicely, quite sensibly. So, we will not have to forgo... I'm going to make this 320. I don't really want it all to be 320. I could mod it later. Small building, medium building. Where's the thing for me old? Yeah, okay, go with that. Right, maybe push this over a touch, because the train is gonna have to sort of swoop around. Now give me that, right? Do the second line so that you know which platform to go into. Okay, that's a road, that's interesting. That's stations, that's interesting too. Alright, so we're going around here. I mean, we could have got like a city or something in here. It's rather close to Oxford. I'm surprised there is no train from Gloucester to Oxford. Oxford Station is something I'm going to have a look at. Sort of upcoming. In fact, I'm going to look at it after we've done the Great Western Railways route out to Bristol Temple Meads and Swansea. Alright, you pop in there. Ooh, that's wild. That is really wild. Right. Pop you round there. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Fantastic. Now there is a line, a Great Western Railways, the Bristol Temple Meads line will probably come in this way. We'll have a look at Swindon Station again, see if there's anywhere else we can sort of go with Swindon. I think Southampton should probably be down about here. I think it's a bit high up on this map, but it's okay. In fact, I might try and cap Southampton's growth a touch by doing this. Now this may or may not work, as we've seen in the past. The game has its own sort of mind when trying, or when you make certain things your own. Alright, and then I want to cut this off, and this off, and this off. And then we'll pull that round to there, go straight, because that's kind of stupid. Right, and then we claim this all as ours, right? And that will not stop houses from building on it, or it may be converting it to street, but it should stop anything from any other roads from building onto the roads that are currently there. So yeah, give me that as mine. Player owned, player owned. But as we've seen previously, I have changed entire roads, entire motorway systems, etc. to be player owned so that nothing else can build on it, and it has defied me every sort of step. So the Swindon line is in. That's nice. Let's do a bit of smoothing on the Swindon line. It's got some quite egregious sections that have been carved out of the land. I like this area here with the trees. I think it's quite nice. Pop you round, yeah, down the hill there, and then into the tunnel. And we're all good. Right, I claimed this is mine, and it has actually kept it as mine as well. So that's really nice. Thank you, game, for allowing this honour. Right, so there's no diamond at the other side, but we are going to get the signals in now. So you there. Alright, maybe stop you about there. Have you go here and here. Other side of the tunnel. Sounds... oh, there's one at the other side of the tunnel on the left hand side, but there's nothing on the right hand side. I'm just going to get two little trains to perhaps run back and forth here. Maybe a class, maybe a sprinter class and an older 150, like that cross country number we just ran there. And bring that down to there. Bring this down to here. Now, the angle of this is precarious. Yep. So it's actually made it though. It's done it, which is awesome, right? So now we can go into the line manager add a new line, pop you from there, and then you're going to take the sort of strange route out to Gloucester here. Right, again, small area, but it's okay. It has split off. It's going the right way. Let's paint it, change it up to red. Change this to Great Western Railways. And Gloucester, glow to Swin. Sweet. Now I can actually launch the train from this side here. So what side have you chosen? This right hand side. That's perfect. That's totally fine. Buildings. That. Move this to here. Let's go. Right, buy vehicles. Now, I did see. So there is one in here. So there's First Great Western Blue, First Great Western Local Lines. I think there's a green one in here somewhere. Possibly. Maybe not. Is it in here? That is. Great Western Railways 150-1. What is your top speed? 75? That's kind of slow. That is perhaps slower than I would have liked. The 150-0/0 is there as well. But what else I wanted added, or what else I wanted to add was, no, not that. So we've got the 156 and no Great Western livery, but there should be a Great Western livery in here. Yes, there is. But these do 90. That's okay. Alright, I'm gonna buy that Great Western. Buy. I'm going to set it on that Great Western Railways line. Oh, there we go. We're going to go back up. We're going to remove this. We're going to go back up to this. And we'll add one of these. Well, why the hell not? Why not? We shall wait for the other one to actually move. Alright, so we've got our 158 coming out here, Sprinter class. Looks awesome. In the Great Western Railways green. Very nice model. Obviously brand new. And this chrome shininess probably doesn't exist on any 158 that is presently still running on a UK line, because these are old now. In fact, do you still get 158s, 156s, etc.? Are there Sprinter classes still running around? Who knows? Now this green, you can't. The green looks very dark, but I think it's just potentially the shadowy nature of Transport Fever 2. I mean, it is a bright game with the green, but the sky is always this dark blue, dark sort of greyish blue background. Like we are in the UK, so it should be perpetually cloudy and or raining. So that's all we got. That's all we get here, bar a few odd days in summer where we get a decent heat wave. Alright, so you've got a scenic route through the Bear Wildlife Park here. There's no bear over there. There's not bears. Why are there so many bears? So there is a mod for removing animals. I can't get it to work. It's not worked. It's actually active right now. But as you can see, we've got bears. I would like to get rid of the animals. The animals is another thing that your sort of system, your CPU, etc., has to figure out their movements. They move in like a triangle shape or a square shape, and they sort of move up and then go back down. Same with the birds. So these will fly out in a triangle, then they'll come back, and they'll come back along, and then they'll go back this way. But it's nice that it's there. It obviously makes it look more like a sort of realistic setting, because there are animals in the countryside or up in them there hills, but it's kind of pointless after a while. So we'll get this 150 out as well, and then we shall head over to Reading, and then we'll see about getting some transport for London trains out, and we shall also see about getting some what the hell are they called? I forgot. Southwesterns. Okay, it's a good job I remembered that, because you're going to have to buy the train soon and actually remember what it is you need. Right, we're going to remove this. That is going to go. Goodbye. I'm also going to remove the one down here as well. I'm going to remove that. So long. Yes, we're getting full trains of marble there. Awesome. Full trains of steel. Yes. Good. Right, head down to Reading. So, first one, Paddington. London Paddington Station. Should or may not be the easiest one. I think I want to take London Paddington from here, bridge it sort of over there, and then come into this section right here. Now there's something on there. It's a Southern Rail train going around there. Yep, I had a feeling that might have screwed up the train a little. You go past, my friend. Excellent. Now from London Paddington we can also go out to Reading as well, so I don't know whether to take it from this far right hand track or this one here. What we'll do is tracks, right? Do I want to make this a diesel? I think I kind of do want to make it a diesel line, but we'll put catenary on it just in case, right? So you head out straight, and then I'm going to have this pop into here like so, and I'm going to place the diamond at this end right here. Complicated and confusing, yes I know, but hey ho. Right, so this one does need to bridge over eventually, so start heading up. Yeah, okay. Calm down, game. Where's the bridge? Come on. You have bridged over, but not where I wanted you to bridge over. Right, let's try and eyeball this. Okay, this should be fun. This never ends up being straight. In fact, I can see there. Might be okay. What kind of bridge do I want for this? I'm starting to favour. We'll go with the old school iron bridge, right? And connect that to there. Ooh, that's long. That's perhaps longer than I would have expected. Yeah. Okay, make it that then. Right, can I buy you? I can. Okay, that's interesting. You head over as well. And then where's Reading Station is over here. So we want this. And then go down. And I am going to leave this side bridged. In case something else needs to come under here. Alright, hold on game. You're trying to do something untoward there. In fact, there is a large hill here. There is a large hill directly in front of us. Yeah. Okay, right. Autosave is doing its thing. My autosave friend. Autosave is finished. Doing its thing, which is nice. Where else goes to Reading? Is there a line of Luton? I'll leave this available for the moment. I'm gonna delete this, right? This nonsense. Right, this can go. This is gonna get in the way later. Now we will absolutely build that back out. We'll maybe give ourselves a slight head start. Alright, you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, tiger. Alright, go straight there. Okay, now, if I pull this out this way. Alright, well, we're back. We're back into open air about here, right? Holy crap, that looks stupid. Is it flat though? No, it's not. So this area, this bit's too high, right? So it's better off just keeping it. Oh no, oh no. Yeah, tiny section of track in there. Right, so this is trying to go up. Let's maybe not allow it to go up until it reaches about there. That seems fine. And it gets rid of that huge lump we had. That is actually connected as well. Now what we are going to have to do, so we're going to need a train, right, that goes on off to Swindon that comes from this side. Okay. So it's going to have to get across here. So whatever train we put on that, I am actually thinking, right, that we sort of take this off here. Right, this is going to look stupid. You're kind of okay there, kind of. But it ain't going to look pretty at the other side. Okay, so I'm going to quad track this. For reasons you'll see in just a second, right? So I want this to come out through the tunnel, and I kind of want you. Right, so you go there. Use this non-catenary pole stuff. You go there. It's rather close to that tunnel, but it's okay. And then I want you to head round in there. And I want you to head round in there. Right, that looks kinda strange. But what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to force this track to go over here eventually at some point. I'm going to have this sort of branch off. Right, so come up to about here. Right, take this up here. Right, and I want this. Right, will you snap to there? I think you will. We're going to come down the hill at this side here, right? To where these traffic lights are, roughly. And then we're going to take you and pop you into there, right? What does this look like? Does it look bad? Does it look good? In fact, you're playing a dangerous game here, because you might not be able to get this in. Oh, well, we can. How does that look? So it's all on the same sort of levels. This branch is off. It goes over all this stuff. It comes in to meet this train here. And then it goes up here. And then we are going to fold it into there. You know what? I think that looks not too bad. Not too bad at all. A bit of smoothing would probably do nicely over here. It's just a train on an embankment. That's all it is. That's how it works in the real life, in the real world. Okay, and then you need to come in here. Okay, this tunnel now looks, I'm gonna say odd, because it does look odd. But it's fine, right? So Southwestern's gonna come in here. Transport for London is going to come in there. Okay, right. So grab us. Are you the Katana mast used for junctions? Excellent. In fact, that's all good. Do this one here as well. Right. So our Paddington train is going to want to fold over onto here at some point. Because it's going to come out this way as well. And then it's going to continue on from this track here down to Swindon, down to Bristol Temple Meads, and we're sort of good. We are good, really. Okay, signals, and then make the line. Hey presto, we're done and dusted. So we're gonna have to stop you there before that junction. I also want you to stop there. Stop the train out there. Do that. Do that. Do this. Do that. We're gonna have to stop train there. There. There and there, and then we are all good. These ones slightly further down. Place these ones at other end of bridge. These ones here at other end of bridge. And we continue on down to here, stop the train there, stop train there, and or there. Same up here, stop this train here, stop train there, stop train there. Is that enough? Maybe add a couple there. Okay, so we'll do the transport for London one first and foremost. Don't know where we're going to launch it from. Tay-ho. So new track, right? One from there. And you're going to head around this way, and you're going to go into, this is London Paddington, but it just says London Station 1. Right, so you're crossing over there, that's totally fine. Paint it red. Change it up to Transport for London. LDN to Reading. Okay, we need to launch a train. I think maybe sticking this depot back in is going to be fine. Now this is a Transport for London number, so remember that. Transport for London, that's Southwestern, that's the other line. Right, let's have a rake and see what we have. Right, we'll start off with the old diesels. I don't think there's any in here. I think there definitely maybe are some diesel variants. Arriva Northern, EMT, East Midlands trains. EMT is East Midlands trains, right? East Midlands Transport or East Midlands Railway. Strathclyde, blah blah blah. That's in Scotland. Southwest Trains, which is not what we are looking for. Okay, we're looking for this Southwestern Railway. That's the one we're going to be looking for after we found this. So SCR Connect. I'd love some details of where these actually belong to. M40 Chiltern Railways, Arriva. There's a nice Great Western there that I maybe should have used. Oh well. Turbostar, Chiltern Railways. See, Chiltern Railways. This actually tells you what it is. ScotRail, Transport for Wales livery, East Midlands Railways, Northern Trains. So well done to the modder who created this for actually giving a description of what these actually are. London North Western Railway, West Midlands, yep. Go down. 2-car, 170 unit cross country, Regional Railways Express livery. Also Express livery, yep, you as well. The Turbo Star, Rising Trains livery. Southwest Trains, blue livery. It's quite nice, actually. I am tempted to use that. But we are looking for Stagecoach Trains livery. Southern Railways, yep. London Midlands livery. London, yep. West Midlands Railway, cross country. This is a Transpennine livery. It's that cross country. This is the cross country livery. Rising Trains, Southwest Trains, blue livery again. Stagecoach Trains. First Great Western, Transport for Wales, Chiltern Railways, West Midlands Train, City to Coast. There's all the Transport for London stuff. Bound to be one in here, right? Maybe it's electrified, which is fine because we have electrified trains. National Express. Where does National Express run? Someone inform me. Or is National Express Rail no more? London Midlands, National Express, Northern Transpennine. These are all the same. Okay, let's try the electrics. So, 2 variants in here. Negative. Regional, Central, Generic, Virgin Trains, Circle Northern, Avanti West Coast, okay. Southwest Trains, Network, Southwest Trains, yep. But we're looking for Southwestern, not Southwest Trains. Which is a different company, I believe. And the Strathclyde Transport liveries, these are not London Midlands. What? Okay. 45 variants of this NSE, right. Must possibly is going to be in here. Gatwick Express, Great Northern, Great Western, London Overground. But I'm pretty sure there is a TfL rail, 4-car, Transport for London. So we have a winner, right? We've at least found one. We're going to place it down here. Thameslink, yep. Stansted Express, yep. Southeastern White Livery, yep. Okay, so the BR class. ScotRail, Southwestern, Southern Rail, City to Coast, First Capital Connect, Gatwick Expressway, Heathrow Connect. That's pretty cool. I did see that line as I was building it out on NIMBY Rails. I don't see any Transport for London liveries there. I would imagine that there's probably Transport for London Rail and the Heathrow Express. There we go. So they're in these. That 350 with the yellow face. Transport for London Rail. So what do we go with? Maybe go at the top of here. Silver Link, right? So Silver Link I think is old, and then Transport for London is the sort of new. Possibly. I do not know. So the Heathrow Express, yep. Mixed London, blah blah blah. Transport for London, right? So buy this first one, right? And then we'll remove that. And we'll add this as well, right? So that's maybe an old livery. This one's possibly a newer one. We shall find out in just a second. The line is catenaried, so we'll start with the oldie but goldie first. So TFL, which is where? Down here, down at the bottom. TFW, so it should be before that. London to Reading. Right, no issues. The train is happy to be ejected from the depot, which is great. Right, where are you going, my friend? So you're just blue. You don't really have anything written on the side of you, which is odd. But I'm happy to leave it, happy to let it run. So run away, my friend, and then we'll release the next one, but we'll go and do this one here, which is the southwestern number. In fact, we're not actually finished building yet, so go to tracks. Yeah, no catenary for junctions. This is going to be interesting. So I want to pull you out there, right? I want to pull this out to here, right? I want you to come out to the same area there. I cannot see what is going on. Okay. Go with the normal catenaried stuff. And then bring it out this way. Alright, now the plan is that we are going to attempt to pull that into there. Like so. Pull this down into here. Maybe we'll give this the catenary poles because it will look odd without them. So you're all good, and then I'll remove the catenary poles for use at junctions. Too much curvature, okay. But it works fine there. Double slip switch that so it can change over. And try and get a diamond in here. I think it should be possible. I think we're good. Right, so 1 and 2 and 3 and I'm going to leave that one blank for the moment. I'm going to place you there though. Okay, so this is now something. So I want to stop train there, stop train there, stop train there, and then stop it as it comes out of the tunnel there. Because we've got some interesting things happening there now. Weird little junction, but it's going to be fine. So line 1, click to add stations, yes. Oops. So go there, yep. Alright, and then you're going to head down here. Right, you're going in on the same line as the other one. Is that advisable? It's fine, actually. Wait. What other line is coming in here? Manchester to Bournemouth? Yep. Manchester to Reading. And that. Give me the lines. Oh yeah, this one folds in here. Or does it? No, I want you. I want the Transport for London train to come in on a different line. So 1, 2, 3, 3 or 4. So Reading on 3 or 4, 3. Alright, that's good. Perfect. And then we've got the other one coming in here. That's totally fine. Looks like we have a cross-country service coming in there. Lots of people want to go Oxford. Okay. Right, where am I going to launch this train from? In fact, we can actually launch it, right? From the depot down here, I think. And it should be able to get on to its line. I'm assuming it can get on its line. That's a big assumption. Bring up the depot because this thing is slightly strange when it comes to selecting. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go with the fourth one. Buy vehicles. Now, we can go diesels for this. Now, one thing I do know is that in here, Southwestern Railway. So I want to add one of those. I'm going to buy that. And in diesels in here, there's another Southwestern Railway in blue, I think. Southern Rail, SE2. What is SE2? Southeastern. That's our first. Transport for London Rail. Why did I not see that beforehand? That's annoying. Oh well, it is what it is. I think there's a Turbo Star variant. Yeah. Southwest trains. No, that's Southwest. We're looking for Southwestern. I don't think there is one. I think you are potentially just sort of imagining. There wasn't there? Transport for... Was it in here? East Midlands, First Great Western, blah blah blah. National Express, Avanti West Coast. I think I was potentially imagining it. I thought for some reason the blue one was Southwestern, but it was Southwest. This is Southwest Trains, blue livery. Okay. That is fine. So set you to go on line 1, because I've not yet named it. Can you actually get onto line 1 from where you are currently positioned? That looks like the answer is yes. Now we will follow this for a bit. My god, you really are in the depot there. Can I get in the depot? I can. Hello train. This is a nice livery. Need more of this. Southwest Railways. Southwestern. That's what we needed. Okay, let's change your moniker or your line to Southwestern LDN to red. Excellent. Let's jump on board with the train. Oops, daisy. Right, off you go. You're going terribly slow, 10 miles per hour out of this depot. Suppose that is pretty realistic, but you should be able to sort of jump on out of the way there. We're up to 25. Blistering pace here. However, I do want to change up that. I want to change up that electric train that was on Transport for London. Right, so where is it? Where are you? Are you? No way. You've been to Reading and been back. We're going to manage this vehicle. We're going to replace it with... Was it in here? They were in here. Transport for London. They're in here somewhere. Transport for London. Transport for London Railway. What is the difference? One doth not know. So add that. Capacity of 50. Yeah. Replace it. Right now, what do you look like? Yeah, you've got the blue logo there. Heading for Oxford, apparently. You're close to Oxford, but that's not where you're going. And we've got this one as well, which is going to look kind of weird, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. We've got our trains on. How are you getting on there, Southwestern? Right, so you actually can at some point get onto your line, which is magical. So go to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Now, did you Southwest Trains? Southwest Trains? There's no Southwestern. It's all Southwest Trains. And then it's Southwest Trains in blue livery. First Great Western. Just make sure, we'll have a quick look. Just to make sure we're not missing anything sort of in here. We could use like an AMD or Windows livery or the Discord one. Great Western Railway. Yep. No, I think we're good. I think the only one is this one. I'm gonna add another one of these, buy it, and then straight away I'm gonna set it on that Southwestern line. Alright, so Southwestern London to Reading. I do not know if this train will depart straight away. There's like no signals on any part of this track. So what it might do is potentially wait for this train to get into the station. There it is now in. It is actually on the line it's supposed to be on, which is nice. Right, so this is a Southern Rail. The other train, this one is here, apparently heading at 71 miles per hour, but it looks like it could potentially be in slow motion. Right, I'm going to add this. It's got a blue, so I'm slightly weary. Is it going to crash the game? Maybe. Should be okay though. We'll throw caution to the wind. Right, it made the pop sound. It sounds good. What does this thing look like? There it is. This is a third rail number. Almost definitely. Yeah, it's got the Transport for London logo on it. It's going to be just fine running on this route. This is perhaps maybe the Heathrow Connect one, but our Heathrow is actually over this side, and it should be over this way. I think Gatwick should be down here. It's nice though, happy. We're happy with this. I think we can potentially wrap it up there. So we'll leave it there for that episode. As always, if you did watch this and you would like to leave a like, comment or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if there is more you would like to see in the future, then hit that subscribe button. But I've been Danny Boy, this has been Transport Fever 2 on the UK map, and I will catch you later.